that right. Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. And right now, Bosley is giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone that texts BALD to 200-300. Plus, text right now and get a link to this month's incredible deals. Join the millions of people who come to Bosley and see just how awesome your hair could look. Text BALD to 200-300 for your absolutely free information kit and a free $250 gift card off, plus a special link to incredible deals. Text BALD to 200-300 now. Text BALD to 200-300.
Stay up to date with the news any time of day, anywhere you are, by listening to News Radio 1440 on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
It's 5 till. This is America in the Morning. A hefty Easter basket haul for Godzilla and Kong. Kevin Carr has a look at the weekend box office.
The Titans ruled the box office over Easter weekend.
You feel like going for a ride?
So you never asked.
Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, pummeled industry expectations, earning $80 million at the box office. This is exceptional, considering most pundits predicted only a $50 million opening, showing Kaiju Mayhem will bring out audiences of all ages.
What else were we wrong about?
This opening weekend is better than Legendary Pictures' last 3 Godzilla or Kong openings, and just shy of Dune Part 2's $82 million opening a month ago. Also like Dune, close to half of Godzilla x Kong's gross came from premium large format screens.
That's a call for war.
In a distant second was last week's other Empire release, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, with $60 million.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
It's a steep drop, but understandable considering Ghostbusters and Godzilla targeted the same demographic. Dune Part 2 came in third with $11 million, and Kung Fu Panda was good for fourth with $10 million.
You finally met your match, chameleon.
Rounding out the top 5 was Sydney Sweeney's divisive horror flick Immaculate with $3.2 million.
It's a miracle.
After a robust March at the movies, April's box office looks to slow down before summer movie season starts in May. I'm Kevin Carr.
From Mexico to Canada and in many parts of the U.S., huge crowds of people are expected to gather in key spots in North America for viewing the April 8th solar eclipse. More now from correspondent Jackie Quinn.
Not everyone will get to see the full solar eclipse, says British astronomer Jake Foster.
You need to be within a very specific region known as the path of totality. Essentially, that is the place where the moon's shadow is passing over the surface of the Earth.
National Geographic says Niagara Falls, Canada is one of the best viewing locations, and the mayor there has declared a state of emergency, expecting up to 1 million visitors.
Usually twice a year, the moon will come directly in between the sun and the Earth, blocking out some or all of its light. And on the 8th of April, what a few very lucky people are going to be able to see across parts of the world is a total solar eclipse.
On April 8th, the eclipse will reach Mexico's Pacific coast in the morning and then cut diagonally across the United States from Texas to Maine and then eastern Canada by late afternoon. Foster warns it's dangerous to try to look at the eclipse without proper eye protection.
The sun's UV radiation is capable of destroying the soft tissue in the back of your eyeballs. It's not very nice. It can cause severe and sometimes permanent damage.
Gotta be there.
That's the way to start your day. America in the Morning. for Monday, April 1st, 2024. Our show is produced by Jeff McKay, senior producer Kevin Delaney.
Wait a minute.
Like bundling your home and auto insurance directly. Why make things harder than they need to be? There's a better way to save time and money. Visit Allstate.com and apply for a quote today.
Let's see. Something different for dinner. Searching restaurants near me.
Right here, ma'am. How can we help?
Gee, same old, same old.
Wait, we're right here, ma'am. Our restaurant's just a few blocks from you. Why is she not seeing us?
Back to the usual, I guess.
Ma'am, can you not see us?
No, they can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local restaurants. You are invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost, get found, get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
With just a couple of clicks on Amazon, your items come to your door in a day or two. With just a simple phrase to your Alexa smart speaker, your favorite talk shows come to your speaker in seconds. Alexa, play News Radio 1440. WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, the Cumulus Media Station. This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in California, where some people are paying more for coffee and breakfast sandwiches as fast food chains raise prices today to compensate for higher hourly wages that just kicked in. KCBS's Matt Bigler has our top story from Berkeley.
At this Subway restaurant, manager Ashish Bhattacharya says they'll have to charge more as a result of the state's new $20 minimum wage.
One sandwich is going to go over like $16, $17 for the foot long.
Other chains like Pizza Hut and Round Table have already laid off delivery drivers.
Oh, blame 'em.
Fast food workers like Romy Cruz say the $4 an hour pay increase will help
Pagar renta, para comida.
pay the rent and buy food. Fast food chains with 60 or more locations nationwide are required to meet the wage increase.
And Easter weekend storms caused deadly havoc in California. Part of Highway 1 collapsed under the weight of heavy rain, leaving people stranded in their cars overnight near Big Sur. The state transportation official helped get things moving again.
We were able to initiate convoys through this location. The convoys were able to let people out to the north and let people return in the southbound direction.
The weather system is making its way east now. There's heavy rain in Baltimore this morning, where crews are cutting into the remains of the Key Bridge that collapsed last week. Colonel Esty Jason says they're scanning the debris.
It is a mangled, cantilevered mess. They're very careful that they're not going to send divers or equipment in without knowing for sure.
The bodies of 4 construction workers are still unaccounted for. Israeli forces have withdrawn from Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza. Palestinians say they've left behind a wasteland of destroyed buildings and bodies. Reporter Linda Gradstein from Jerusalem.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the operation was very successful. He said troops killed more than 200 Hamas gunmen and captured some 900 suspects, 500 of whom were confirmed to be Hamas operatives.
Want to become a homeowner? You might have to ask the boss for a raise, a big one. Financial analyst Jeff Ostrowski on new numbers from Bankrate.
There are significant swaths of the country where the homebuyers need a six-figure income just to be able to get into the housing market.
He doesn't think high mortgage rates will trigger price drops. They did the Monster Mash at the movies.
What is that?
Godzilla Kong, the new empire, roared into theaters for an $80 million opening, second best of the year, behind Dune Part 2. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire came in second.
It's an unimaginable evil.
This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777 or biglou.com.
A new study will look at the benefits of using an ingredient in pot to replace opioids post-op. WWJ's Tony Ortiz.
It's a 4-year double-blind study, which will be a collaborative effort between officials with Michigan Medicine and Henry Ford Health, which will look at the use of CBD to help patients recover from total knee replacement surgery.
And we're hoping that the information gained from this research will lead to reduced need for opioids and improved pain relief. And we're also looking for other outcomes such as improvement in sleep.
That's the head of the study, Dr. Laura Zador, who is the director of the multidisciplinary pain clinic at Henry Ford Health. Dr. Zador believes that the findings could have far-reaching implications for the use of CBD for other elective.
This year's top Oscar winners finally opened in Japan.
I know what it means. If the Nazis have a bomb.
Japanese people who experienced the flip side of the U.S. first salvo of the nuclear age stunned by Oppenheimer. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. When people are switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month. And that is the member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance rate. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton. You like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LANE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LANE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LANE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
We have reached the age where things just cost more. Cars, phones, life insurance. Your blood pressure's up. Your weight is up. You're one to talk. I have type 2 diabetes, so I'm getting deemed just like you. Thank goodness for Big Lou. Big Lou! You can get term life insurance rates for a 50-year-old man with type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure or diabetes on anxiety meds for just around $200 a month for $1 million. Oh, you gotta say that again. Okay, I'll say it.
In the year 2525, if man is still alive. Seemed like such a long time away back in those days.
It's time to settle up for the inaugural Alabama Sheriff's Association PCA National Peanut Festival Fairground Bank Plus Arena, in Alabama. 3 exciting nights of rodeo action with over $50,000 in added prize money, featuring all 67 county sheriffs and their staffs throughout Alabama. This family-friendly event will be live streamed worldwide. Come out and watch past world champion cowboys and cowgirls showcasing their talents in bareback riding, steer riding,
check us out at Alabama Sheriff's Association.
Good morning, everyone.
4-264-7827. Thursday night is Veterans Appreciation Night. Veterans and active duty military get in free. Come join us May 9th, 10th, and 11th at the National Peanut Festival Arena. Let's rodeo.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. I'm Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And good morning, everybody. Before we get started with anything serious this morning, let's just have a, well, first of all, good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well. Let us have a quaint conversation about something and a serious talk, and it is about a killer, and its name is fentanyl. Now, did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamians died in 2021 from drug overdoses? Now, it's time to have the conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real. Recovery is real. So if you are a family member or a friend is suffering from substance use disorder, please call the Council on Substance Abuse, COSA, right now at 262-1629. That's 334-262-1629. I'll go to COSA-NCADD.org. That's COSA-NCADD.org and get help today. Call COSA 334-262-1629 and get the help you need. You bet.
First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
A very warm and dry start to the month of April today. Temperatures up into the low and maybe mid-80s with a good deal of cloud cover, but at least some sunshine. Wind speeds will be under 10 miles per hour. Tonight we're dry down into the 60s. Tomorrow, dry again in the 80s. More clouds than sun. It's a little breezier tomorrow. Then we'll have some showers and storms tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. A few of those could be strong to severe. That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Your April 1st, April Fool's Day traffic holds no major problems or accidents. Everything's moving smoothly into the Tri-County area now, and that's no joke. Keep listening, and we will keep you posted. Your ticket to success is at Trenum State. Whether you're pursuing higher education or career advancement, Trenum State has what you need. Enroll at trenumstate.edu. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning. I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Monday. Another mass shooting over the weekend, this time at a mall in Indiana. 6 kids were shot, and the gunman is still on the run. It happened at a mall in Indianapolis. 6 kids were taken to the hospital again so far. No arrests. The IRS says more than $1 billion in federal tax refunds is still unclaimed. It involves tax refunds from the filing 2020 year during the pandemic when filers got an extension. The IRS says hundreds of thousands of people didn't file their returns. You have until May 17th to claim that refund. And some sports news this morning. The Alabama Crimson Tide is off to the Final Four for the first time ever. Bama will take on number 1 seed UConn on Saturday. Tip-off set for 7:49 on TBS. In the other game, NC State takes on another number 1 seed Purdue. That game tips off at 5:09. Both games are in Glendale, Arizona. The championship game is 1 week from tonight. That's your news on this Monday.
Hey, y'all, Lewis, it's the Capital Oyster Bar over here on the view of the Alabama River. That's right, you can come down here and enjoy the river. All you need is a driver's license and a credit card. We'll pick you up with a pontoon boat. That's right, you can bring your whole family, you crew down here, enjoy a day on the river.
To make sure we are safe.
Or Facebook.
The Georgia Court of Appeals has 45 days to decide if they want to take up this case. And the Department of Homeland Security is working to make sure the 2024 election cycle is secure. Ellen else can be overweight us.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Get ready to soar beyond the horizon at Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Gates open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking, plus free shuttle service from Patterson Field, Crampton Bowl. Indulge in delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family for a day packed with excitement, including activities for the kids and a remarkable STEM expo. And don't miss the thrilling aerial performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. For more information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
Since 1969, you've trusted Bill Bradley. When something breaks, call Bill Bradley for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning concerns. Bill Bradley will come fix your home. Call today and tune up your AC for only $74.95. Bill Bradley, your source for all things green, including available financing on HVAC. Certificate number 8449. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home?
For 65 years, Guardian Credit Union has been your trusted financial partner, and now we're proud to extend that trust further by introducing Guardian Insurance Services. Whether protecting your home, car, or even your business, we've got the coverage that fits your needs. Our team is here to guide you every step of the way with the personalized service you know and love. Call 334-819-7555 for a free quote today. Guardian Insurance Services, building on 65 years of trust, now safeguarding your future.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, post-nasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I'm groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jenna miserable. Then a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
There we go.
Times you need to reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine if you can. It's one more day, one more, that you're on top of the ground and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning. I'm Kevin Elkins. It's time for our daily bread. A word from on high, something that will change your perspective. I'll give you another one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. It is the first day of April, 2024. Today's daily bread title is Meeting Together in Jesus. Our scripture insight today comes from Hebrews 10 and 25. Well, actually, Hebrews 10, 19 through 25. But Hebrews 10 and 25 reads, don't give up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encourage one another. And again, good morning. It is April the 1st. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that once it's gone, it shall never, ever be again. It is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get a chance to come back and do all the things that you should do today that you don't. And you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that tomorrow should be. You'll be proud of what you have done this day. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, love, and charity of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day that is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can. And every once in a while, reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Ben Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live your life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but never quit. Never, ever give up. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit. Because quitters, well, they'll never win. And winners may lose at a thing or two. But never give up. Never, ever give up. And every once in a while, you may find yourself ask for help. No shame in asking. The shame would be for those who would not help you, not you. Good morning to you. Meeting together in Jesus. That is our daily bread for this morning, the first day of April, 2024. And remember, it is a great day to be alive. We'll be back.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled Meeting Together in Jesus was written by Allison Peta. When I went through an extended period of emotional and spiritual pain and struggle due to difficult circumstances in my life, it would have been easy for me to withdraw from church. And sometimes I did wonder, why bother? But I felt compelled to keep attending each Sunday. Although my situation remained the same for many long years, worshiping and gathering with other believers in services, prayer meetings, and Bible study supplied the encouragement I needed to persevere and remain hopeful. And often, I'd not only hear an uplifting message or teaching, but I'd receive comfort, a listening ear, or a hug I needed from others. The author of Hebrews wrote, "Don't give up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encourage one another." This author knew that when we face hardships and difficulties, we'll need the reassurance of others, and that others would need ours. So this scripture writer reminded readers to hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, and to consider how to spur one another on toward love and good deeds. That's a big part of what encouragement is. That's why God leads us to keep meeting together. Someone may need your loving encouragement, and you may be surprised by what you receive in return. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Hebrews chapter 10, verses 19 through 25. Therefore, brothers and sisters, since we have confidence to enter the most holy place by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way opened for us through the curtain, that is, his body, and since we have a great priest over the house of God, let us draw near to God with a sincere heart and with the full assurance that faith brings, having our hearts sprinkled to cleanse us from a guilty conscience, and having our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. Let's pray. Loving God, the relationships we have with fellow believers are so important to our walk with you. Help us to foster strong relationships in which we can give and receive encouragement, comfort, and the wisdom that helps us grow in our faith and in our love for you. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. I'm Rochelle Traub, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now, of course, we pay homage to all of our armed forces of the United States of America, because freedom is not free. Somebody has to pull maintenance on it. So thank your lucky stars that we still live in the country where young folks, at least the ones who don't want to be girls when they we don't want to go through that. Thank the good Lord that we still got people that want to do it. Good morning to you. Now we can just get a pay raise, that'd be all right. The United States Navy. Hey, if you haven't served, don't worry about it. When the Russians take us over, we'll call you. The United States Coast Guard, whose motto is Semper Paratus, which simply means always, not sometimes, but always ready. Semper Paratus, it's a charge and motto too. Coast Guard. Ba-da-da-bum-bum. You know what? You guys know what their motto is: Semper Fidelis. Yeah, I told you that a bunch of times. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, and of course, Space Force. And Space Force has got to get they got to get a record or a song or something. I don't even know what their motto is. Good morning, good morning. Although we do have a Space Force unit out in Maxwell, I know exactly what they do. They keep letting those Chinese balloons fly over the United States of America. So I can't figure out what Space Force does. But hey, I'm sure. Okay, I just got to go out there and find out. I just got to go out there and find out what they do because I don't know what they do. How you get out on balloons float over the United States and you'll call yourself Space Force? Come on, man. All right then. Anyway, good morning to you. It is 7:29 in the morning. I hope this day finds you well. I hope most of you guys had a great Thanksgiving. No, not Thanksgiving. Let's see, my mind's getting bad. A great happy Easter. So you guys be putting these eggs and stuff with Easter make me think it's Thanksgiving, which I'm still trying to figure out what eggs have got to do with Easter. But hey, listen. However you want to roll, that's on you. Now, yesterday, of course, I was, and now I did have to go to a funeral over the weekend, and it was Miss Fan. They didn't lay her to rest because I got there, kept looking for the casket, and I was looking for it. I wanted to see her one more time, and I looked all over the church for it. I looked everywhere. Then kind of find out they cremated her. I said, well, okay, but I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be cremated. Of course, I won't have nothing to do with it. However, if it means saving $10,000 worth of money so the kid can put some groceries in his mouth, hey, do what you got to do. But anyway, so the people who brought the urn in, so when he said everybody stand, which I was glad to stand, to honor her. But then I was looking for the casket, and he had this little gold thing in his hand. I said, that's her. So, okay, I was somewhat, I was somewhat shocked. But hey, every family makes their own decisions about what to do with their loved ones. So anyway, we did that on Saturday, and it was nice to see. It was nice to see so many people out, her family out. And me and Z went. We did. Yeah, because he was looking at me like I was. I tell you what. You don't ever want to see your kids see you cry. Because my son looked at me like so weird. I said, hey, listen, I didn't want to. It was just that she meant so much to me and so many other people that it was tough. I was trying to be strong and be the man. Nothing bothers me, but there's something that bothers us all. And that was one of the, it's a few things, but he looked at me like okay, all right then, son. Okay. And listen, I couldn't help it. It just, I wouldn't boo-hooing, but it was a sad moment for a woman who spent the last 30 years. I knew, me and her, I got here in 91 and she got here in 92. And I was on the radio then, and she knew, she always called us, me, Don Markwell, and all the your favorite host of Montgomery for the last 30 years or so. And it was, she always brought, even Montiel, she gave Montiel brownies and stuff like that. So she took care of all of us at some point in time. My son adopted her grandma because my mother's passed and Marcy's mama's passed. And so, she was the only grandmother he had. So anyway, it was a time to be joyous and a time to be a little sad. It was a little sad, but we got through it. And I told my son though, when it comes to my turn, have some chicken. Seriously, have some chicken at the thing. Don't be feeling all sad. Just eat some chicken. Eat some good chicken. I'm gonna tell you to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay, bring a couple of buckets and let's have a good time and throw something in the box with me there, and maybe I'll take it on to heaven with me. I don't know where. We probably can't eat chicken up there, so don't worry about it. Just bring some chicken. Okay, but don't be all sad and stuff. Anyway, but I was sad Saturday. It did break my heart. But those things that happened, and I took him with me because he has to know that these things happen in life. And if you live, you are destined to lead. So someone said it ain't how long you live, it's what you do with the life He has given you. And I think most of us can take a lesson from that. I mean, there are some people go through life 60, 70, 80, 90 years, and you don't even know they were here. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Miss Daisy went through this life with roller skates on. She was always someplace, always doing something, always helping somebody. Always, always. And we've had a few folks uh, in this family, in the talk radio family, that have done the same thing. Always, always on the case. you know, always trying to make a difference. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well. Something's going on in America this morning, effective this morning, that I think is going to turn the tide on a lot of people's jobs. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Like I didn't know. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Mm. So let me get this right. If so, two wrongs don't make a right. So if somebody, and according to you, if they don't love God, then nobody come by and see Him. Now wait. If you love God the way you say you do, you'll go see them. You'll go see them anyway. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my show don't mean that ain't that. That's because they're scared. I don't care nothing about that. They don't have the intelligence or the gonads to come. But that's got nothing. No, they ain't got. That's got nothing to do with what you said. Who comes on the show? Listen, if they don't want some free publicity, that's on them. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, yeah. I said, well, again. I know. Hey, Mr. Ed, can we drop that out? Everybody know what I think. Okay, you got to say it. I still don't believe that you folks say you love God the way you say you do. I don't believe that. Again, it depends on how you define what love is. What is love? Ed, be quiet for a second. What is love? Ed, what is love? Ed, what is love? What is love? Okay, and what does that mean? So how do you show that you love God? And again, how do you show you love God? All right, anyway, I had enough of you anyway. All right, that's good. Okay, that got took more time on that than I needed to. Anyway, that just everybody's got their opinion. Okay, we go to church and people say they love God and do all kinds of things. As a matter of fact, if you go down to the jail right now, you have a whole lot of people that say I love God. I ain't mad at it. But again, it ain't the words that matter. It's not the words that matter. It's the things that you do for one another. Okay, that matters. All the saying thing, I can say I love a Cadillac, but I ain't never bought one. Okay, how do I know I love a Cadillac? I don't know if I love a Cadillac, although I would. Might have it. But now I don't. Cadillac ain't the big deal no more. Got to get a Mercedes or BMW now. Cadillac is. I don't know. I don't know if they're too good anymore. Oh, except the Escalade now. That's still pretty good. Good morning. All right then. So anyway, what else is going? So today in America, and there's no student of the week this day because I guess last week was. Although you thought I would have one in there today, but last week was spring break, and now my son's got one. Now I got to convince him to go to this school one more time, one more year, so he can graduate. I mean, he wants to work at home, and I said, well, yeah, I don't know, but you missed the proms and all that stuff, and upward bound. Well, he can do that. I don't know. We're gonna see, because I mean, you're going through all this other stuff. You might as well just get the last year under your belt. Get your last year and walk across the stage with the big cap and gown on and turn that tassel on the other side when it's completed. I don't know. I don't know. But he said, nah, I don't know. He really does not like Percy Jewell. He says he just doesn't like it. But I got to convince him. Okay, since you've gone through for 3 years now, and you gave me hell for 3 years about it. 3 years you gave me hell about the school. so one more won't hurt. So I tell you what I did. I told him I'm going to ask my audience. My son wants to spend his senior year, okay, online. Okay, I want him to go to the bill, even though I know. But I told him, and he wants to go in the Air Force. But I told him, listen, every job you got, there's going to be something about it that you don't like. I mean, do you think if you go in the Air Force that they're going to just be nice all the time to you, that things won't get tough? You won't have to deal with certain situations that you don't like? Absolutely, you will. I mean, that's just life for you. So I'm going to let him hear this because he's in school now. I'm going to let him hear this, what y'all say this morning, and let him, and whatever my audience decides I should do, I want him to spend his last year in school. Now, he wants to do it online because he just cannot stand the school. But I say, if you can put up with 3 already, what's one more? So y'all help me out today. Convince him that the memories that come from this last year of school, high school, will be, it'll just be, I think, unless somebody starts fighting him and all that kind of stuff again. But I think he ought to do it. I think he ought to just, do it. 860-1440 is the number here. You want to give us a call? Okay, I got to take a break now. I'm talking too much here. Got to take a break, but we shall return uno momento. So y'all help me convince my son that he needs to spend his last year in high school in the building and not at home being. Y'all got to help me. And then I'm gonna let him hear. I'm gonna take this, and then I'm going to let him hear it. Whatever y'all say, I told him I would let you guys. I told him I would let you guys decide the argument. We'll be back. 860-1440, number 742.
The best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you can save money. Good to know. Visit Allstate.com or call for a quote today.
A very warm and dry start to the month of April today. Temperatures up into the low and maybe mid-80s with a good deal of cloud cover, but at least some sunshine. Wind speeds will be under 10 miles per hour. Tonight we're dry down into the 60s. Tomorrow, dry again in the 80s. More clouds than sun. It's a little breezier tomorrow. Then we'll have some showers and storms tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. A few of those could be strong to severe.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Savory for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Still no major problems or accidents. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. Looking at your traffic flow map, no big backups or slowdowns. That's all good news. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. The Festival Plaza has it all. Enjoy a movie at AMC Festival Plaza Theater. Then eat at the Bubbly Hen. All this and more at Festival Plaza Taylor and Vaughn, a Colliers managed development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
The Apex Legends esports scene finds itself in hot water as professional players were hacked mid-match during the Apex Legends Global Series North American Finals. Noyan Jen Burton Azkoze and Philip Imperial Haldosin were targeted by hackers who equipped them with aimbot, increasing their aim accuracy to 100%. EA states that they're looking into the matter and that they are seeking a solution to safeguard against future security breaches.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Hey folks, this is Major Delay. Not too long ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now, few things are as important as the health of my feet. First order of business, have your feet checked by a podiatrist. Without hesitation, I told my doctor, I'm going to Dr. Brian Kelly with Greenville Foot Care. I went to his clinic on Winton Blunt behind Baptist East. The staff was friendly and professional. I was in and out in less than 30 minutes. And in that short span of time, with a few simple observations, Dr. Kelly shed light on two major issues I had had with my feet and ankles all my life. I was amazed. Not only was the checkup quick and easy, I felt comfortable and informed. He even recommended certain running shoes that better fit the structure of my feet. And your insurance even pays for annual visits to a podiatrist to better your health. No referral necessary for most insurance. Hey, walk, crawl, limp, roll, any way you can get there, but see Dr. Brian Kelly at Greenville Foot Care. Call for an appointment 334-265-7585 or check out greenvillefootcare.com.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Capital Oyster Bar over here on the beautiful Alabama River. That's right, you can come down here and enjoy the river. All you need is a driver's license and a credit card. We'll fix you up with a pontoon boat. That's right, you can bring your whole family, you crew down here, enjoy a day on the river. Check it all out at CapitalOysterBar.com or our Facebook page. You'll see a menu, a map how to get here. We got an RV park down here. We rent pontoon boats and also live entertainment. Here's the real deal. Mr. Johnny Rawls, the Soul Man's in town Sunday at 4 o'clock. Y'all get down here soon. Come hungry, bring the whole crew.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, with your kids, no matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2794. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing.
You pay nothing!
And helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-2794. That's 800-575-2794. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Get ready to soar beyond the horizon at Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Gates open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking, plus free shuttle service from Patterson Field, Crampton Bowl. Indulge in delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family for a day packed with excitement, including activities for the kids and a remarkable STEM expo. And don't miss the thrilling aerial performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. For more information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
Come shop the best furniture store in the River Region.
The Rustic Furniture Outlet at American Oak and more.
Handmade solid wood furniture at factory direct prices.
Up to 70% off every day.
How can we sell so cheap?
because we are a direct outlet for the factory.
We have over 2,500 items in stock available for immediate pickup or have it delivered.
Bedroom seats, tables and chairs, occasional tables, consoles, pantries, bar stools. If it's rustic, we got you covered.
Come shop the best furniture store in the River Region.
The Rustic Furniture Outlet at American Oak and More.
Good morning, Alabama. How did you sleep last night? Maybe it's time to purchase a new mattress from Wolf Boys Bedding. But we don't just sell your mattress, we want to teach you how to buy the right mattress to improve your life. Shop the Wolf Boys Spring Savings Event for amazing deals store-wide. Twins for $99, Bulls for $209, Queens for $329, Kings for $419, plus up to $400 off on the homegrown collection. Don't wait. Improve your life now with a new mattress from Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Oak and More.
Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep. Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Oak and More.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
And we are back. Good morning. Hope this day finds everybody well at 7:49 in the morning. Let's see who's there on the phone. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. 860-1440, 7:51 in the morning. If you got to be there by 8 o'clock, you got 9 minutes. Good morning. Pretty good. Pretty good. Except for the last 3 years. That's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. But after 3 years, though, after 3 years, I mean, you got to be used to it. I mean, Mm. True. Hmm. But that's why, right? But that's why I've always said there should be no difference on environment in a public school, and that's because we allow it to be that way. We allow they allow it to be that way. Well, that's true. I mean, that's true. What, what you thought it would be anyway. Yeah. But you ought to be able to control the environment at school. You ought to be able to do that. Work do control the environment, and the church does control the environment for the most part. Okay. Okay. Well, we got people shoot up churches. I mean, I understand that. Mm. Uh, uh, yeah. Well, he's one of the people up there with his britches up. So yeah, that's not the issue. Yeah. So what you're telling me? Okay. So wait a minute. So what you're telling me? I should not expect the administrators of the schools to create an atmosphere that is conducive to learning. Hmm. Okay. Well, I expect them to. Yeah. I forget where they come from. When they come to school, that's the environment that they happen to be in, and those grown people are responsible for creating that environment that's conducive to learning. It sounds good, and that's what it's supposed to be. Hey, appreciate it. Let me take one more here. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't talk to too many people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right then. I think I'm not sure, but okay. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, gotta go. Call me back.
It happened in the mall in Indianapolis, and 6 kids.
I wasn't even paying no attention to that clock.
No arrests.
Oh, well then.
The IRS says more than $1 billion in federal tax refunds is still unclaimed. It involves tax refunds from the filing 2020 year during the pandemic when filers got an extension. The IRS says hundreds of thousands of people didn't file their returns who have until May 17th to claim that refund. And some sports news this morning, the Alabama Crimson Tide is off to for the first time ever. Bama will take on number 1 seed UConn on Saturday. Tip-off set for 7:49 on TBS. In the other game, NC State takes on another number 1 seed Purdue. That game tips off at 5:09. Both games are in Glendale, Arizona. The championship game is 1 week from tonight. That's your news on this Monday.
News Radio 1440 WLWI AM, the home of Sean Hannity. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama. A Cumulus.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A giant step toward reopening the Port of Baltimore as crews make progress cutting the collapsed Key Bridge into pieces and moving out the debris. They're working around the clock right now in the pouring rain. Correspondent Nicole Skanga is in Baltimore.
Today, the U.S. Coast Guard plans to open 2 channels. These are lanes for smaller vessels to resume traffic, primarily those that are serving the salvage efforts. But there is a third passageway in the works that could accommodate some smaller commercial ships.
After a 2-week raid, Israel has pulled out of Gaza's largest hospital, Al-Shifa, where the IDF says it took out 200 suspected Hamas militants. Today, talks on the war resume. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
A U.S. official confirms to CBS News that U.S. and Israeli officials will meet virtually today to continue discussions on Israel's Rafah offensive. The talks come as the death toll in Gaza approaches 33,000. A third of its residents are now on the brink of famine.
There's a massive storm system rolling across this country. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
The area I'm most focused on is from Tulsa to Jefferson City, Missouri. And that's the area where there's the highest chance for not only tornadoes, but ones that could be strong, maybe even violent. So we're looking at EF2 or stronger tornadoes possible in that region.
Same systems already caused major damage in California, washing out part of a highway in Monterey County and flooding another near Santa Barbara. California fast food workers say today's pay increase to a minimum of $20 an hour will help. Maria Hernandez works at a Jack in the Box in Folsom.
It would help out so much, because even diapers themselves, they're super expensive.
It affects fast food chains with 60 or more locations nationwide. Look who's moving in en masse. New numbers show baby boomers are driving up occupancy rates at private pay senior housing communities, where vacancies soared during the pandemic. The Wall Street Journal says average rates were higher than 81% in a third of the largest U.S. markets in the fourth quarter. The NCAA men's Final Four all set. Defending champ UConn and NC State are in, so are Purdue and Alabama. CBS's Erica Herskowitz.
Boilermakers head coach Matt Painter can't wait.
To be able to get to a Final Four is a dream come true for me as a coach and for these guys as the players.
Same goes for Alabama head coach Nate Oates, whose Crimson Tide will be making their first ever Final Four appearance.
I couldn't be more proud of the group of guys.
The national semifinals take place in Glendale, Arizona on Saturday night.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. That's progressive.com. You have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
If you don't make 6 figures, your dreams of being a homeowner may be dashed.
A new survey by Bankrate.com shows the combination of higher mortgage loan rates and fewer homes for sale is driving up prices around much of the country, even in places that have historically been affordable. Bankrate analyst Jeff Ostrowski.
There are significant swaths of the country where the homebuyers need a 6-figure income just to be able to get into the housing market.
Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
Meet the tool belt generation. Data from the National Student Clearinghouse show more young people are opting for jobs in construction and plumbing and snubbing the college track. The Wall Street Journal says more Gen Zers are attracted by rising pay and new technologies that allow them to pass up jobs, requiring them to be seated behind screens day in and day out. One welder tells the Journal physical work and a sense of completion feel good. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free. With zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
You do everything you can for your family. A nice home, good food, great fun, and the right medical care. You plan ahead for your kids' future and their education. That's all great, unless something unexpected happens to you. If you were to die, who would pay the mortgage and all the other bills? Would your family have to sell their home just to survive? That's why you need to call Term Provider for the lowest rates available on quality term life policies, period. Rates for term life are at all-time lows, and Term Provider could save you 50, 60, even 70%. Already have coverage? Call and see if you're paying too much. Term Provider could save you thousands. And if your health isn't perfect, even more reason to call. We'll match you with the right policy even if you have weight issues like diabetes or high blood pressure. Right now, your family's protected. Make sure that protection continues if something unexpected happens to you. Call for a free quote and see if you can save up to 70%. Call 800-511-3535 now. That's 800-511-3535. 800-511-3535.
Oh man, I have another hangnail. You shouldn't pick at your toes. Daddy says you might cause ingrown toenails. Speaking of Daddy, it's time to remind people how important it is to see a podiatrist. Yeah, Shannon, our dad, Dr. Brian Kelly, treats things like tendinitis and bunions. If a person is diabetic, it's important to have a foot exam by a podiatrist. Call today for an appointment at 265-7585. Happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Kelly, and as a podiatrist, it is my job to identify problems in you and help prevent them from becoming big problems. To cut down the number of amputations and control the cost of health care. So call me, Brian Kelly, 65-6585. That's 265-6585. Montgomery and Happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
Hey, y'all live. Go down here and join us. You got a credit card, place, you can see a menu.
This will be is in a Maxwell Air Space Show. For April 6th until 5 p.m. Admission and parking plus. Free shuttle service from Madison Field, Franklin. Will witness and parking in action in the day packed with excitement, including activities for kids and the STEM Expo. Is the one this by the U.S.
Our work is the foundation of the job. We are committed to supporting the hard workers that keep our nation moving. The farm work travel opportunity. Our work where it lives. Our hardest trust to finish the job.
Alexa Smart Speakers are great because you don't have to turn a dial or push a button to listen to News Radio 1440. Just say, play News Radio 1440.
And we are back. It's 8:09. You know, I'm trying to figure out if I have a prejudice that is absolutely can't move. I can't it cannot be moved. I try to be a reasonable person in most of my small proceedings. I try to be reasonable. You know, little logic, little reason there, you know, and things of that nature. So I'm trying to figure out if I have a prejudice that's unfair. I don't think so. I'll get to that later on. Let's do my phone right quick. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Yeah, real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. You talking. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. All right. All right. Appreciate it. 860 and yeah, I'm gonna let them listen to this and what people's opinion of it is. I, but there's another thing about life though sometimes. You know, we are put in uncomfortable positions in our jobs, uncomfortable positions in our relationships with people. So we have to figure how to manipulate relationships or manipulate those circumstances, or somehow how to get beyond those things. And after all, it's not what life's all about. And if nobody, you know the reason why people lift up iron, because iron is resistance, but resistance also makes you stronger, and it helps people live more weight. The more they, I don't know. It's a tough job, but that's why I thought I'd get some help on it. I mean, we got 1 year left. Just one. And I said, well, But I don't know. But I don't know. It's a tough. I mean, I guess I'll let him make that decision. That's what he wants to do it online as opposed to going to the classroom. I don't know. I will admit to you this: his high school days turned out a lot differently than I thought it was going to turn out. I didn't believe all the stories I heard about public school. Again, he went to high school, went to private school first 8 years. I didn't believe what I heard about. I said, kid, he was that bad. But you know, and here's the funny thing about it. Here's the funny thing about it, and I love to hear from any school board member, any state school board member. I would love to hear their explanation because kids don't run school. Grown people do. And what I can't understand is why do we allow the schools and the kids to act the way they act, and then we turn around and give them an IEP. Some people deserve IEP, no doubt about it. Some people a little different than autism and things like that. But for the most part, no, they don't. They deserve a BELT rather than an IEP. But hey, that's just my understanding. But how can they pick up their paycheck? Especially Melvin. Melvin, how can you pick up a paycheck, all that money, knowing that the school system, some schools can be in a better, I can, academically, I guess they're okay, but the atmosphere can be a whole lot better than it is. But they're so concerned about Tamika or Leroy or Bubba and Mary Sue coming up to the school raising hell. Then I say, if they come up to the school raising hell, you take Mary Sue and Leroy and DJ and their kids and you send them all home. Okay? So somebody, I put it this way. There are two people that I believe would do something if they had the power in our public schools, in that atmosphere. And that's Pam Porter and Dr. Keith. I do believe that if they had the power, the atmosphere in public school would be a hell of a lot different. So my concern is that why don't they have it? I mean, does not everybody on the school board understand that kids when they go to school, most of them anyway, they want to be in an environment that's not only brings about their own creativity, but their willingness to participate in the process. And we've been talking about this for years since I've been here, and it's gotten worse. It hasn't gotten any better, except the magnet schools. You know what we say when you come to magnet schools? You better act this way and act that way, else you won't be here. So what I cannot understand is why the same rules do not apply to regular schools. Somebody's got to explain that to me. Why the same rules of magnet school don't apply in regular school? It's the same kids, not individual kids, but same intelligent kids. That's what I cannot understand. I just don't get it. I am stupefied of why I shouldn't be able to tell the difference between a public school, private school, magnet school, as far as the environment is concerned. I shouldn't be able to go into a school in Montgomery and know this is not a magnet school. I shouldn't be able to tell by walking in the door, by the language that I hear from the student as well as the teacher. I shouldn't be able to tell the difference. The only difference it should be, maybe, is academic. Because some kids are smarter than others. And I wouldn't have been in that classroom. I'd have been in the regular people's classroom. I don't mind admitting it now. I'm smarter than I used to be. Good morning on there. Good morning. You know, that I do not know. I would imagine that there's some. Yeah. No. He ain't gay. No, we talked about that. We talked about that one already. Yeah, we good. Yeah. I heard that. At lunch, free lunch. That kept me there too. Yeah. 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 Hmm. Well, now he doesn't have a problem with going to school. He likes school. He goes to Upper Brown on the weekend. He loves school. That's not the issue. Yeah. 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 Well, yeah. No, and one of the things that he complains about, and what I said, he said it always smells marijuana. Well, and listen, I said, well, people's parents probably smoke marijuana in some of these schools, some of these kids' home. But if your child comes to school smelling like marijuana, somebody ought to have a DHR at the house. Somebody ought to call somebody and go over there. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, black and miles don't smell like marijuana, do? Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I've never. No, no, no. Yeah. 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 Hmm. Yeah, true, true. And I do believe that then they ought to if your child picks up the phone and said, "My daddy hit me," the police at your house, it would seem like to me that if you come smoking like smelling like dope, that they'd send somebody to the house. Well, no, I agree with that. I think that. Well, it ain't his life I'm worried about. I'm worried a child should not be subjected to being in an unhealthy environment. Right, right, right. Well, it is your child. That's for sure. But yeah. Listen, we had this conversation already. I think you ain't, yeah, you ain't going another way, are you? I mean, he said good. Yeah. I hear you. Okay. Appreciate it. It is 8:21 in here morning. No, but but listen, he likes school. He does. He likes the environment. Good morning. Good morning. All righty then. Good morning. Yeah. Well, my son wants to spend his last senior year going to school online and not going to the building. And I just thought that maybe, you got 1 year to go, tough it out, But he really don't really like the school. He loves school. He just doesn't like the environment in which they have over there. So, but that's why she signed the bill, though. That's that's why she signed the bill. That's why she signed the bill because evidently, unless you're in a magnet school, you really don't count for much. You would think. Yeah. Well, listen, right, this is it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I listen. Where was Mackie at? Yeah, yeah. Well, that's all we doing is leaving some behind. Yeah, yeah. But when the least of them is the problem, what do you do about that? I'm with you, but they won't do it. They won't do it. Yeah, yeah, hmm, hmm, yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah, they gotta believe it. They don't believe in discipline, my friend. They just don't. Yeah, but I can't blame people for taking the money and running. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Well, that's true, but I don't think they will. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, $7,000 sure look good going to some other school right now. I don't know, but no, it isn't. Yeah, well, but if you're going to use it, misuse it, we might as well use it someplace where you do the most good. Yeah. All right. IEP. Yeah. Mm. Well, must be nice. Some people will pay to hear anything. So, appreciate you. It is 8:26 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Now, I've never heard the answer to that either, but it would seem to me that you can take the teachers in the magnet program and put them over in a traditional school, give them the same rules to abide by, and they would do the same great job at a regular school as they do in the magnet school. Right, if they're allowed to. It is. It is. Hmm. Hmm. Well, okay. Well, maybe somebody can tell us. Hey, appreciate your call. Got to take my first break. It's 8:27 in the morning. We shall return uno momento.
Sons Automotive, family owned, driven on News Radio 1440.
Way. That's there at Lagoon Park. That's causing a lot of backup. And we've got an accident on 85 southbound at the East Boulevard. So please use caution. That's causing a lot of backup as well. That's 85 south at the East Boulevard. Larry Live Oak, make sure you got the right. Been customizing insurance since 1988. Call Live Oak Insurance, Main Street in Millbrook, 285-2881. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major.
Now, here's the morning Sean Hannity update.
We're talking here about Shanahan being the choice of RFK Jr. Well, Ford lost $4.5 billion because of electric vehicles. I mean, he has been on this kick on the environment for pretty much all of his adult life. And Chrysler owns Stellantis. They're cutting 400 jobs to focus on electric vehicles. Ford lost $4.5 billion. It's a company of several auto brands, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, confirming that they're laying off hundreds of U.S. workers to trim their workforce amid their transition to the electric vehicle production. Wow. I mean, they want to force electric vehicles down your throat, whether you like them or don't like them. They literally want you to get rid of your gas stove, your refrigerator, your air conditioner. Stop eating meat. There's no end to this.
Join Sean later today, right here on the Sean Hannity Show.
Joe Biden wants you taxed to the brink, under the thumb of the IRS, and controlled with a digital dollar. That's why thousands of hardworking, patriotic Americans are opting out by diversifying their savings with precious metals like gold and silver. And guess what? Sean Hannity is doing the same. He's been purchasing precious metals like gold and silver from the top-rated company, Goldco. Goldco is a 7-time Inc. 5000 winner, #1 rated gold IRA company with over 5,000 5-star reviews. And they've placed over $2 billion in precious metal sales for people just like you. Right now, they're offering up to $10,000 in bonus silver while supplies last. That's right, up to $10,000 in bonus silver, but only while supplies last. So if you're looking to diversify your savings, call Goldco at 855-815-GOLD to learn how you can get started today. Tell them Hannity sent you and see if you qualify for up to $10,000 in bonus silver. Call Goldco, 855-815-GOLD. That's 855.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCUA.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage.
Anything that was stopping me from reading correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V.
It's time to saddle up for the inaugural Alabama Sheriff's Association PCA Pro Rodeo, May 9th, 10th, and 11th at the National Peanut Festival Fairground Bank Plus Arena in Dothan, Alabama. 3 exciting nights of rodeo action with over $50,000 in added prize money, featuring all 67 county sheriffs and their staffs throughout Alabama. This family-friendly event will be live streamed worldwide. Come out and watch past world champion cowboys and cowgirls showcasing their talents in bareback riding, steer wrestling, barrel racing, and bull riding. Tickets are $15 in advance and $20 at the gate. Proceeds to benefit the Alabama Sheriff's Foundation and Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches. For more information, check us out at Alabama Sheriff's Association Facebook page or call 334-264-7827. Thursday night is Veterans Appreciation Night. Veterans in active duty and military get in free. Come join us May 9th, 10th, and 11th at the National Peanut Festival Arena. Let's rodeo!
If you're always missing part of your favorite show because you have to get out of the car, don't worry, take us with you, either through our streaming app or through your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440.
And we're back. Good morning to you. 8:33 in the morning. Well, it's no longer spring holiday or whatever they call that, spring break. Now it's time to get back to school and go to work. Get on your job. Hope everyone had a good Easter yesterday. I don't do the egg thing. And I'm still trying to figure out what eggs can do with it. But hey, it's one of those traditions that you hold on to, you hold on to, you hold on to, and nobody can explain it. Oh, we just do it like what they did. Yeah. Unless it's like maybe it's because of fertility, maybe. I don't know. But that's one of those. That's one of those holidays. That one of those things that it's really for people who weren't religious. Pagan thing. Anyway, good morning to all of you. It's 8:34. Multi-phone. Good morning, Victor. Good morning. Mm-hmm. 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 I think Huntington in Montgomery gives that test, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the Navy and the Marines. When I see each other again. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope that they find you. Well, there are other things to talk about. So when I get off that, I was just talking about my son who wants to go. Who wants to go his last year of school online? I'm trying to convince him that if you do all the rest of 3 years, why not take the whole thing and do it? But I don't know. So I told him I'm gonna let people call in and talk to him and I'm gonna let him listen to this and and let people let him make his own. But I did tell him it's up to him. I did tell I'm gonna try to persuade him to go. But I did tell him it's up to him. I'm gonna let him decide whatever he wants to do. I just think he missed out on so much by not your last year, your last one you'll ever do in high school. This is it. It would just seem like to me that if you put out all that crap all these years, and hey, what's one more? Yeah. But somebody else said, well, why should you have to put it with any crap in school? That's interesting. But life ain't always fair. Life is not always fair. You don't always, you don't always get to do the things you like to do. Sometimes you do what you have to do rather than the things you want to do. You do the things you need to do rather than the things you have to do. So, that you don't want to, I don't know. You get my message. It's not all, and again, he wants to go to Air Force. I said, well, there are going to be situations in the service that you're going to just have to deal with. You can't change it. You can't get out of it. Once you say I do, that's your life right there. I mean, that's the way it's going to be. And but he said I ain't in service yet, which is true. He's not in yet. So you might as well get prepared up there at school. And he is an RTC. So it's an interesting. Although I must admit I'm not too fascinated with the ROTC program over there either. I wonder if there are any ROTC programs he should have been a Marine though. You know, they don't say that. They don't. At least they didn't. I don't know. Now Calhoun had the ROTC Army over at Lanier. I think that's where that was. Yeah. Now they seem to be somewhat squared away over there though. So I said, okay, well, I think they're somewhat squared away. But I'm a squared away guy. That's why I joined the Rangers. I wanted to do the best there was, get the best training there was, and be tough. That's what I wanted to be tough. I said, not put up no crap. I wanted to learn that if the enemy helped me, I survived. We didn't never talk to me. But they would come back home. You know, I was in the rear with the gear. So, you know, taking a bit of the salt. And, you know, now you guys think that being a teacher, that the Rangers, if you think that's a no-brain job that nobody can, I'm telling you, there have been many coaches. As a matter of fact, a couple of years ago, there was a young man who was just in the Rangers for years, jumped out of his aircraft and died. Shoot. So, you know, I feel bad. Those things happen no matter what the end of it. You know. Come on, who's this? Come on. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been a bad boss too. Job and struggle. Not on this job. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. One of these days. It is job and struggle. Yeah, that's true. But, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you're and that's that's pretty much my fault. Okay, but after 3 years, man, you've done the hard work. You know, and you got 3 more. And he does get a week free, and he gets to go to impact, and he gets to go up and down, which is absolutely fascinating program. I love it. He loves it too. So I don't know. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I gotta get to go and get a girlfriend or something. That's what I need to do. Yeah, yeah, maybe that's the missing element here. I asked him the other day. I said, "Now you're not." And he knew what I was talking. No, I'm not. I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take your time. Take your time." Yeah, yeah. All right, good. I'm going to listen to this too. All right, appreciate it. We'll be back after this, and it's 8:42 in the morning. What if, what if you're going down the street and what if you get into a drive-by shooting? I can't go by what if. I look at probabilities, possibilities, and what if he doesn't live? I don't know what if I don't think. Anyway, we'll be back after.
Your talk show hosts. Search, stop, and listen. NewsRadio1440.com.
If spring allergies keep you trapped inside, then you need Navage Nasal Care to keep you breathing clearly and enjoying all the beauties of spring. Navage helps clear nasal passages that are often clogged because of seasonal allergies. Navage gently flushes a pure, refreshing saline solution through your nasal passages to clear out congestion, sucking out that springtime pollen and other irritants trapped in your nose. Navage is available online at Navage.com or in stores at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, Navage.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LANE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LANE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LANE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Get ready to soar beyond the horizon in Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Gates open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking, plus free shuttle service from Patterson Field, Crampton Bowl. Indulge in delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family for a day packed with excitement, including activities for the kids and a remarkable STEM expo. And don't miss the thrilling aerial performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. For more information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Capital Oyster Bar over here on the beautiful Alabama River. That's right, you can come down here and enjoy the river. All you need is a driver's license and a credit card. We can pick you up with a pontoon boat. That's right, you can bring your whole family, you crew down here, enjoy a day on the river. Check it all out at CapitalOysterBar.com or our Facebook page. You'll see a menu, a map how to get here. We got an RV park down here. We rent pontoon boats and also live entertainment. Here's the real deal. Mr. Johnny Rawls, the Soul Man's in town Sunday at 4 o'clock. Y'all get down here soon. Come hungry, bring the whole crew.
For 65 years, Guardian Credit Union has been your trusted financial partner. And now we're proud to extend that trust further by introducing Guardian Insurance Services. Whether protecting your home, car, or even your business, we've got the coverage that fits your needs. Our team is here to guide you every step of the way with the personalized service you know and love. Call 334-819-7555 for a free quote today. Guardian Insurance Services, building on 65 years of trust, now safeguarding your future.
Is your foot pain becoming a hassle? Can't get through a workday without pain? Can't go shopping without limping down the aisles? I'm Dr. Brian Killey, a board-certified podiatrist with specialized training in endoscopic procedures for heel pain and neuromas. Most diagnostic procedures can be performed right in the office, saving you the time and trouble of going from place to place. So don't run around town to fix your feet. Call me at 265-7585 for an appointment. That's 265-7585. Serving Montgomery, Greenville, and surrounding areas for over a decade. Follow us on Facebook or visit us on the web at www.greenvillefootcare.com. The doctor's profiles, directions to the office, hours of operation, and new patient paperwork are all just a click away. You can also find useful information on common foot conditions and services that we provide. I'm Dr. Brian Killey with Greenville Foot Care. Happy feet, start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home.
Since 1969, you've trusted Bill Bradley. When something breaks, call Bill Bradley for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning concerns. Bill Bradley will come fix your home. Call today and tune up your AC for only $74.95. Bill Bradley, your source for all things marine, including available financing on HVAC. Certificate number 8449.
Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home?
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw.
It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
It's 10 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock right now. Then you're another hour ago. 824-1440 is the number you want to get a call. I've been with you quickly on the phone. Good morning. Yeah, he's smarter than I am. No, I was not. Again, I never said I was. Well, you. Well, we train with him. Listen. I don't want to hear it. Obviously, you got something else to talk about besides that. No, you got it. You are just a jealous old man. I ain't mad at you. You're just a jealous old guy. You waited that long to answer. Whew, good morning on there. Pretty good, pretty good. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. All right. Well, I'll let him hear this too. That's what I'm putting this for, so he can hear what other people think besides me. Good morning. Mm. Well, that's what he said. That's what he said. yeah, it's something that I can consider. But, yeah, no, I don't know if you can go to the high school when you live in the area one high school. I don't know. One school we really liked, he went to the Rock and they closed it down during COVID and that kind of like that's he was going to finish over there. They closed the school down. So, yeah. That's good. Hmm. Yeah. But I want the socialization. Yeah, I just want him first of all, we really like, yeah, 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 I understand, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't want to rush him on that too, because he don't really want to drive a car. Real like, although we got the money to get him one, he said, "Well, I get it. I think you're 17." I said, "Okay, whatever. I'm not going to rush him." Hey, yeah, he certainly got that going on. Yeah, yeah. Well, I know he's a great kid. I ain't got no problem. I was just worried about that girlfriend thing there for a minute, though, but I'm good. We told me everything's cool. So, yeah, yeah, he'll be fine. All right, I appreciate it. Got to go. Time's up. Let me see. He's one of he's one of the biggest kids. You know, it all. Not a little bit. You know, okay, so, no, you had that problem. Time's up. One more hour. We'll talk about a prejudice or bias that I have that I just got to get the young people.
Jeffrey Rodriguez, New York Coast Guard is preparing a temporary alternate channel for commercial vessels
that have been waiting to get through the Port of Baltimore since last week's key bridge collapse. The Coast Guard's Captain David O'Connor.
I anticipate smaller commercial vessels, maybe some small boats in the next few days.
Crews have begun the complicated work of removing steel and concrete from the Patapsco River after cutting chunks of debris that remained above water. Colonel S.T. Pinchasey says they've been scanning that debris first.
It is a mangled, cantilevered mess. We're very careful that they're not going to send divers or equipment in without knowing for sure.
Bodies of 4 construction workers are still unaccounted for. Officials in Los Angeles are warning people not to go to the beach because of the risk of bacteria and debris flowing into the ocean from all of the weekend rain and flooding. The same weather system, which also caused a landslide near Big Sur, is headed east now, threatening to bring tornadoes, wind, and hail from Texas up to Indiana. The U.S. and Israel have resumed talks today on the war in Gaza. Correspondent Vijay Jang is at the White House.
The Biden administration wants to present alternative proposals to what Israel is planning, which is a ground invasion. Israel, 1 million or more civilians have moved there.
The Israeli military has withdrawn from Gaza's main hospital after a 2-week raid. Jury selection getting away in Boise in the triple murder trial of the Doomsday Author, charged with murdering his ex-wife and his current wife, 2 children. CBS News legal analyst Richard Stephen.
The Iowa to say he was totally ignorant of any of the facts on any of these matters, or he would have to blame for it all.
He is serving life in prison. A big deal in the air cargo business. CBS's Jim Crisell has the details.
It's an agreement that has taken off. UPS will become the primary air cargo provider for the U.S. Postal Service. Financial terms of the deal have not been disclosed. The Postal Service's current air cargo contract with FedEx will end in late September. FedEx and the Postal Service have been teamed up for more than 20 years.
Tonight's Powerball jackpot is up to about $975 million. And these 2 players in Philly are pumped.
I would say myself put a lifestyle right, I would start a business and just do something for myself and for my family.
No one's won the top Powerball prize since New Year's Day. This is CBS News.
For the memory. We go right away. Oh, you're
Contains
Information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
This is Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli.
And Jeff Baranka with Chappie's Deli. Mike, let's talk soup. Our homemade chicken and rice soup.
Miss Dolly's recipe. It's so good anytime, but especially when the weather changes.
People come and buy it by the quart when it's cold outside.
And chicken and rice soup comboed with a sandwich can't be beat.
And it has magical healing properties.
Whoa, Jeff, you can't say that on the radio.
But Gramps, when we were sick, my Nina would make a batch, and we were fine in no time. Shoot, it will cure anything.
Jeff, you can't say that either.
How about it almost works like magic and almost cures anything?
Jeff.
But it worked. Every time she made it, it worked. I promise.
Come to any Chappie's Deli location and get Miss Dolly's homemade chicken and rice soup.
It's a magic elixir.
Get your magic elixir, aka Miss Dolly's homemade chicken and rice soup at Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill, Prattville, Pepper Tree, Baptist South Tower, and Auburn.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's the future investment, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-509-2228. 888-509-2228. Sponsored by GP Agency Inc., Raleigh, North Carolina. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult with your financial professional before making an investment decision.
You can set reminders, make a grocery list, look up random facts and info in seconds, and play your favorite talk show, all with your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
And we're back. Good morning. Hope everybody's day is going well. 9:09 in the morning. I'm gonna get on something else there so they get me some phone calls. And if I can get on to something else, I know I should look at public schools. It's the other thing that we can do. It's pretty difficult. It's one of the few things we can do, though. If you make sure they got a decent education, that's just at least a shot at being okay. It's one of the tools in the arsenal of survival in this country, and that's good education. Surround yourself by people who are like-minded. So that's I hate to take it to that time, but I have just never seen the things in schools. I mean, he went to for the first 8 years of school in the school, which I feel public school couldn't be as bad as it. And not only do I worry about him, I worry about other kids that are in the school with him who have the same mentality that he does. They just go to school to learn. They want to learn, they want to get done, they want to graduate, walk off stage, knowing that they've been armed and armed in such a way that they'll be able to take care of their kids and their parents if they need to be. So yeah, that's on the right. It's one of those, and school is the first thing. It is the first biggest accomplishment that young people have. Me, you, all. First thing we ever did, we finished the school. That's it. And if you can't get that one, then everything else is going to be twice as difficult. I'm just saying. That's only why. That's the only reason why I love my dog, and he is one of the best young men I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. Not because he's my dog, I think he's but one of the best young men I've known in a long time. And everybody that meets him, they don't have any bad thing to say about him. He's not private or either. So I just want him to have an opportunity to same things like that. Both my boys, 9-year-old, 33 now, he's doing his thing. So everybody, just I'm like every other parent. You want to give your child every opportunity that there is to be successful. Because when I'm long gone, when they have from me what we have from Miss Daisy, I like to know that I left here, that I left them in good hands, and because he's just did his job, and he can make it. I'm just talking about. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine, and I got now one other thing. I'm done with that one. Good morning, who's this? I'm doing fine. Mm-hmm. 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 All righty. I did talk about it. He got that crazy about going to the all male school. I know, but with little 18 in a few months, it's time for him to make his own decision. All right, appreciate it. Now, if you start, I think if you started value from, then you should. You should. Uh, Good morning. All right, appreciate it. Is there no school? I didn't know there was no school today. Huh. I didn't realize that. No wonder business is kind of slow this morning. I didn't know that. I guess it was Easter, the holiday, but it was on Sunday. Okay, okay. All right, it's an office, it's on Sunday. Okay, then. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm. I've heard it. Now he wants to finish. He wants to finish. He just doesn't want to finish his league. Yeah. But the one guy, but the one guy that just got up, so he said, it will be a decision that will haunt him his whole life if he didn't walk across that. You know, eh, I just, sometimes I think parents are parents because we know a little bit more, not a whole lot, but a little bit more. We don't talk. We don't talk. I'm gonna let him listen to this tape, listen to this show this morning, and let him hear what everybody has to say. And then make his own decision. Mhm. Okay. Appreciate appreciate it. And he'll be able to hear what you said too. 860-1440 is the number here. Gonna get this call. Now, let me get to some of my, okay. I have this one thing that I just cannot, my mind would not allow me to accept it. I will not accept it. Now, I don't know if I'm being fair to those people who think that this is a situation that is genetic or a situation that is abnormal but normal for them. And I was reading an article in the paper today, and this guy said he's a trans man, which means that he is a woman pretending to be a man. And he was worried that his children would not pay for him being him, which is really a her. Like Chad Bono. Chad Bono is still a guy. Okay? However, I'm wondering, am I absolutely too condescending to these trans people? Is it a mental disease? I mean, should I just accept it as it is? You know, if you cannot agree that what God made you, that's what you are, then how can, in God's name, can you agree with other things in your life that are absolutely concrete, okay, impenetrable, logical, and reasonable? If you cannot agree that you are what you are, how can I trust you with any decisions in life? I'm involved with it. So, I'm willing. Listen, I'm willing. Is there anybody out there that can talk to me this morning and explain to me why I should change my mind about this situation? We put our kids in a tough situation. I want you whatever. Okay, Chad's going right. She's a man, but she ain't a he. She ain't a she. He's a he that he or she that wants to be a he. Now I got this guy, the newspaper. But now let me tell you what I do believe, however. However you decide to live your life, you are due the same general respect and rights as anybody else. Okay? If I hire you, knowing that you are confused about your sexuality, if I hire you, well, I accept that sexuality. I accept what you say. So I don't have to come up with a bunch of rules, that eliminate you from the consideration. But since 99% of us in the world don't have any problem with our sex, whatever the good Lord made us, we find it difficult that other people think they can actually change who they are because mentally that's what they think. So again, am I right or am I wrong? How can you make any decision based on logic and reason if you cannot accept the basic one of your beginning, of your human beingness? So if you can't accept that one, how can I trust you with other decisions? Okay. So anyway, so I'm trying to figure: am I prejudiced? Am I? I don't know. Am I just biased? Or am I right? You can't change who you are. Now, if you tell me that you think you are what you think you are, I cannot argue with that because your brain is your brain, and you control your brain at least to some extent. But if you tell me that you are what I knew you are not, then who's wrong? Seriously, who's wrong? And this guy wrote the editorial in the paper today and wondering, was his children suffer? You say, well, they will suffer. Everybody that knew you were born a woman know that you're not a God. They know this, or vice versa. They know these things. So your children will pay. Maybe not directly, but indirectly they will pay. They'll get talked about, laughed about, scorned, and is that fair to them? I don't know. But again, I'm looking. So 860-1440. I need somebody to square me away on this. Is my thinking backwards? Okay? Or should I just go with the times that we live? So I don't know. I think it's interesting. I mean, a lot of people can't have this conversation in town because they don't want to offend them. And I'm not trying to offend anyone at all. But we have a problem agreeing what is scientifically and biologically true. Then other things. But I'm willing to listen to a good, seriously, I'm willing to listen to a good explanation, a good reason why I should accept it. I'm willing. 860-1440. I mean, somebody out there, is anybody out there confused like I mean, I'm willing to listen. Make me a good argument. Make me a good argument that I should change my mind.
History. Through the years, we've helped thousands of homeless. Today, we feel you've got to reach the middle. That's the fact. Maybe you might grow your business. Foodready.com. Go grow your business.
Tell people see a way to fix themselves. Yeah, and treat it. Looking at
That's right. Bring the whole family. You bring down here, enjoy a day on the river. Check it all out. Captain.com and Facebook page. You can see the menu and how to get to it. Got Marvin Park down here. Also live entertainment. entertainment. It's the real deal. Johnny Rawls, the soul man's in town Sunday at 4.
And we are back, 9:27 in the morning. Somebody wrote me an interesting text. It says, arrested. Okay. Not arrested. Don't have to participate in the illusion. But that's not necessarily true. There are people's jobs who have been put at stake because they did not want to play. They did not want to play. I mean, George comes to work on Monday, or Sally comes to work on Monday, and by Wednesday, George's name is Georgette in high heels for skirt, and Sally's name is Sam and boots and blue jeans, which are not one of those male or female. So I mean, we are made to participate in these things whether we want to or not. Okay, but there will come a point where there is some reality, and the reality will come to clear. Like me, when the mayor came in, he said, we always think you are. Okay, so I went down to the city hall and they asked me where I was going. I said, I'm going to my office. So where's your office at? I said, I'm in the mayor's office. And they all looked at me strange. I said, you're not the mayor. I said, I think I am. And they said, you got to get the hell out of here. Okay? So I'm glad I didn't end up in real, but that helped me with. Because I was only doing what the mayor had said that you are who you think you are. You think you're a veteran, you're a veteran. Well, the reality says you're not one if you haven't served. Okay? So if you're not a female, but you pretend to be one, well, pretending doesn't make that what you pretend to be. Okay? If you are a female and you think you're a guy, hey, listen, I got nothing to do with what you think. Okay? So and so nobody's calling me. I mean, is anybody out there that can convince me that I mean, science and biology, which I found out the other day that they don't teach biology in school anymore after the 9th grade. So no wonder our kids are all confused about who they are. See, once you put a little biology, not photography, a little biology in school, you'll learn that the man has this part and the woman has this part. The woman's got a couple more parts too, but we can get into that right now. So I'm just saying, reality will set in someplace, sometime, with your practice. And what is the truth? The truth is what is real. Your imagination, not what you think it ought to be, but the truth never changes. So if you can't believe biology and science and the good Lord of love, then I'm afraid that you can. Really. I just know 1440 is the number you can 901 5022. I don't get the open. Good morning. I, well, I wanted to hear the argument behind it, though. Why should society in America today try to convince me? I just think I'm rich, too, though. A reality changed my mind. Yeah, and then when I went to the bank, my mind was changed quickly. I just wanted that there. So I'm just asking the question: am I just prejudiced? Am I bigoted? Whatever it can be. I'm a realist. I sure things as they are, not as other people want them to be. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, enough of that conversation. I didn't realize today was a holiday. It's true. I didn't realize it. I didn't know that at all. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's instinctive. It's instinctive. I mean, we know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. 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 Mm-hmm. Me too. Me too. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Be kind. I mean, right. 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 Yeah. 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 He probably will. But, yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. Right, but I agree with you. I agree with you. I think listen, you treat people okay. You don't agree with them to treat them with respect, and I try to do that. But you're not just gonna tell me. My eyes gonna glaze over a little bit. Like that woman basketball player. They keep coming to the woman. I, my internal my internal thought is no, not today. They keep trying to convince me that it is a woman. I said, okay, then. Well, one thing I know a female in the male. It is. Me too. Me either. And I'm glad I got this one that we get. Yeah. Hey, appreciate it. Good morning on there. I hear you. Good morning on there. And it won't. It may go into a lot of things. I can't listen. No, I didn't mute you. I hung up on it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, listen, you can't convince a man against his own will. So I mean, listen, you have a right. Wait a minute. You have, you have the same problem. You have the same problem that the transfer have. You believe because you believe it makes it true. Brother, my, my, listen, bro. Now, there's only one person that has to be. Yeah. Well, let's keep calling and tell me I'm lying. That's good. Okay. You're an Air Force guy. Not really good a lot of weight, but hey. Anyway, let's see that. What else? Oh, what else? I had other things I wanted to talk about today. Let me see. I had some other things. Today in America, the minimum wage is going up for fast food people to $20 an hour. Now, people saying, well, you ought to make, and I agree with you. You ought to make a good, you ought to make a good lesson. You ought to make a good salary for what you do. But here's the problem with the $20 an hour thing at McDonald's and all those places is that, first of all, the food don't taste that good anymore, and the price is going up. Yeah, the price is going up. You're going to pay the $20 an hour to them and not McDonald's. If you had Burger King, you're going to pay the Burger King raise for them kids, not you. So, and here's another thing. Well, I'm hired with no experience whatsoever and want to pay them $20 an hour. And what makes fast food restaurant places so special that they need to get $20 an hour when other people don't get that kind of money? Really, it doesn't take a PhD, it doesn't take a college degree, you don't even have to have a high school diploma to cook a burger. There's nothing against cooking burgers, don't get me wrong. So do you really believe that people who work at fast food restaurants above everybody else ought to get $20 an hour? Well, I'm telling you something. So what's going to happen when the Big Mac goes to $16 like it is in New York? I won't eat any more Big Mac, quarter pounders, or Whoppers, or anything. And they're going to end up with a whole lot of people on the job, just teenagers with no experience. I'm not going to pay them $20 an hour. Okay? Most of them living at home anyway. Now, if you do, all the food, every fast food restaurant, I think it started today. If you have over 50 employees, 50, I think it's how to go, stores or something like that. Anyway, you got to pay them $20 an hour. I won't be buying food at a fast food restaurant. It just won't happen. Get money on there. Yeah. 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 All right, we got, well, text me. Well, text me. I don't remember them all in them. I don't want to do that. Oh, what is it? 901-5022. And I only do that for Texas. That's all right. 5022. 22. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. 9:41 in the morning. Pick one more trumpet in 11 hour. Good morning. Who's this? So, so that's how I'm trying to figure out this one. So only in California, and they had some other stuff. You gotta have yeah. So it's only in California. Well, you know if it's in California, it's gonna make it over here. Yeah, okay then. Reaching. Mm. Good morning. Yeah, it is. But that is California. Yeah. It is, and it's expensive for no reason whatsoever. The quality, like living in Honolulu, the quality of what the place you live in is just not that great. And a lot of places there's nothing have air conditioning unless you live in the concrete palace in Pearl City. But other than that, there was nothing. You just got to leave that food. I take a break. We'll be back. Well, let me give you one call. Come on, who's this? Pretty good. No, I haven't been home since Tuesday. Yeah, you got it. I just thought I was right. Yeah. But he's yeah. Well, that may have been a free. I don't know if it was not. Yeah. Yeah. Now, hey, yeah, that's him. Yeah, hey, when you going back? When you going? I know you go home. I was driving. I just want to drive the whole way. Wait a minute. I'll take the next Excedrin PM or something to put me to sleep. Yeah, yeah, something like that. I'll take some of that. Come on, man. All right, hey, appreciate it. Like, yeah, that's the feeling right there. You don't want me to go to South Bend with you. I'll talk all the way. That's a long time ago. 700 miles. We can do it. Well, when you got to go in there, I'll do it. I'll do that. I'm just gonna drive 4 hours a day, and then I'm stopping at the hotel. We'll do that.
Lavage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel better. AGE. Calendars, 6 and 7, gates open.
And we are back. It's 9:50 in the morning. You know, I got this issue with the Caitlin person. People say, well, look at her Adam. I don't have an Adam's apple. You can't tell by my neck that I'm a guy. I mean, I don't have an Adam. Do all men have an Adam apple that protrudes out of their throat? I don't think so. I never really looked at it. That's a guy. And she may not, they may have changed her when she was, they may have changed her when she was little. She didn't know nothing about it. That is not a woman. You cannot be that flat as an ironing board and be a female. That ain't gonna happen. No. Unless somewhere along the line, we have what's called an infection or something like that. But now, her nose is big, and just because you don't have an Adam's apple, is that indicative of a male having an Adam's apple? I don't think so. You put the neck here. No, I'm talking to you. Ain't coming out. We're good. No, I don't have one either. So, good morning. Yeah, of course. I've heard it. I've never seen one. You know one? Okay. hmm I did not demean anybody. I did not demean anybody. You cannot, yeah, but you cannot tell me what I know to be true is false. I know that there's a difference between male. I know there's a difference. No man can turn himself into a female. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So is a eunuch a hermaphrodite? Born with both sexes? done science a little bit anyway. So what just said what is a unit? Right. Okay. I have to look. Yeah, I gotta look that one up. That sounds kind of difficult to me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, is there all of a sudden right? Is there all of a sudden a proliferation of unity in our world today? Yeah. Okay. I'll find a lot of them coming out. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, he don't need one. Or he don't need one. Not him at all. Good morning. Yeah. What it is. Right. Wait, we got some of the dumbest people in the world that live in California who actually believe things. They actually believe in global warming. They think if you don't touch the ground, wait, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, again, Californians are not that smart. Okay, right. Okay. I'm running short on time. Good morning, who's this? So what is a unit? Okay, okay. Well, I had that conversation on that. Okay. I'm gonna have a conversation with the people about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. All that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let me take another call here. Good money on there. Hello. All right, good morning on there. Okay, so tell me what a unit is, though. So you didn't really, well, how you spell it? Is it UNIX or ED? Well, anyway, okay, whatever. I'm just wondering if I was opposed or prejudiced. This movie with the good old gave me a brain, and so there are two, he and she, and male and female. You didn't say, now the Bible that whole thing says anything about anything besides male and female. But of course in California, they got like 46. I don't really know where they got it from, but California, they look like once you get out there. Anyway, okay, my time is up. We're coming to the time that I'm just going. I didn't know very much. Hang loose. Before I check how to spell unit, I don't know how to spell unit. I don't know how to spell it. I know it is 901 5022. 901 5022. In the end,
This is
Making progress in the effort to prove the degree of the proof of wanting to do this in the whole schedule.
Smaller commercial ships.
The government's opening an office near the plant site to help with small businesses loans to offset lawsuit funds from all the disruption.
Convoy with 400 tons of food and other supplies approaching Gaza